Hey everybody, this is Vicky, also known as Grandma Ladybug, and I had good response to my video last week regarding the jacket slash coats that I brought some more of my stuff in garage, ponchos, sweaters, big cow necks, turtlenecks, that kind of thing. Everything I'm going to show you right now is $50 a piece. Um, I still have a couple of jackets left, but I'm also waiting for a couple of people to um, tell me which one they prefer. I got 4 packages out today, just waiting for the last couple to um, send me their payments, and then I'll send them out. So, yes, my voice is very scratchy today. I go through this like at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, where my allergies just get to me so bad that I lose my voice. That's all I can say. I lose my voice, and it's getting there. It's very deep today. Um, uh, I hope that everybody will be able to hear me today. So far, we don't have any visitors, but that's okay. Someone may watch the playback and get in touch with me um, in order to send me an email to let me know what you might want. Hey, Raven. I don't sound scratchy, deep voice today. To my ears, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like my voice is about to go. Your package went out this morning, hun. And since you were the first viewer, you got your package free. How about that? I actually have some more ponchos, and if there's anything that you like today, let me know. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, trying on some of these. And some of these are scratchy but audible. Okay, that's what I was hoping, that I was still audible. I tried to check with Sandy to see if she was going live this morning, but I didn't hear back from her yet. So I figured I would just go ahead and get my video in and done so that I was available to help her with her chat. So I'm just going to go ahead and start showing these things. Now, every single one of these are still in the wrapper. So it's going to be crinkly, crunchy. I'm sorry, but everything's brand new. Nothing has been worn. When there are duplicates and triplicates of something, I actually bought it thinking I would keep one of each shade. Hey, White Tupac, happy to have you in this morning. I can't wait till you get it. It's a very chic looking jacket. The black with the burgundy animal print is very sharp. And you're a tall lady, so it will look nice on your torso. My daughter is tall as well, and they look nice on her too. The shorter you are, like me, sort of the I don't want to say dumpier, but the fuller they are, just because you know, like I am shorter. Oh, you're in Canada. And Asian Traveler. Oh, you're from Jesus and Coffee Group. I remember seeing you there either this morning or yesterday. Okay, so and since she has had children, she's had 2 babies, and she also has a thyroid issue. She, much to her dismay, has put on a lot of weight since she had the kids, and she has started on she joined a fitness club, and every day after she takes the girls to school, she stops in there for like an hour and works out. And she's just doing things slowly. She's not trying to, lose it all at once, because those fad diets that help you lose weight all at once, usually it doesn't stay off. I'm actually even worried that all the weight I have taken off this year I'm afraid that once I get on the antibiotics and the bacterial infection in my intestines goes away, that I might gain all this weight back. So I haven't gotten rid of any of my clothes because I'm afraid that I'll need them back. Well, Raven, once we have that extra weight on, it is so hard to get it off. I was a little teeny tiny child up until about the third grade. As a matter of fact, my mom kept taking me to the doctor because she thought there was something wrong with me because I wasn't growing. And the doctor told her there's nothing wrong. She's just a very petite child. That's how she's going to be. Well, then in the third grade, I started having migraine headaches, and they thought it was glasses. So I got glasses. And while I did need glasses, it did not take care of the migraine headaches. So they were testing me for seizures. I mean, you name it, they were testing me. And they ended up putting me on a medication called phenobarbital, which is a big time barbiturate. And I took that 3 times a day. And imagine a little third grader, so what, like 9 years old, between 9 and 10, taking 3 pills a day. I did nothing but sleep. And so I put on weight at that time. And when I graduated high school, I weighed 215 pounds. And then after that, I gained about another 5 pounds or so. And it wasn't until my arthritis doctor said to me during a visit, "You have lost weight. Are you dieting?" And I said, "I haven't lost any weight. And no, I'm not dieting. If anything, I've gained weight because my stomach feels really tight, and I'm having some pain in that area." Well, he sent me downstairs to the gastroenterologist, if that's how you say that word. I don't know. It's too big of a word for me to wrap my tongue around this morning. At any rate, I had lost 20 pounds and hadn't even realized it. And when they went in and did the colonoscopy and the endoscopy, because then they order the works. Colonoscopy was fine, but the endoscopy showed ulcers in my stomach. And one of the ulcers was so deep, it literally only had like 1 or 2 skin layers to go before it perforated the stomach. And the doctor said to me, "Were you going to wait until you started throwing up blood to come to the doctor or what?" And I said, "Yes. I'm sick and tired of going to doctors. I have had to go to doctors at least twice a month now, since I was a child, and I'm just tired of it. And every time I go to a doctor, they find something else wrong." So, in my opinion, ignorance was bliss. But at that point in time, we had to do something. We tried medications for 2 years to try to um, our big boy trying to jump into one of these empty boxes over here that I just brought in from the garage. It's not empty, but I took everything out of it to show. So it's empty now. So at any rate, for 2 years, we tried to heal those ulcers up. And that one big ulcer, he said that that was probably one of the biggest ones that he has seen that was almost perforated. And he said that probably one of the medications I was taking at the time for stomach issues was Tagamet. And he said, when you take Tagamet and lay back down, that medicine will literally lay against your stomach. And if you do that frequently, it will literally dissolve a hole. And that's probably what I did. I probably did more damage to myself with medication than without the medication. So he said, our only alternative is surgery. And I'm going to tell you that we have to cut out enough of your stomach that you're going to lose some weight. He did not tell me how much weight I was going to lose. I was not prepared to lose 105 pounds in a year. Literally in the beginning, every month I lost 20 pounds, which was about a size and a half for me. And so every month I was going to the thrift store, and I found a really good thrift store that had name brand suits that still had price tags on. I don't know who got rid of these things, but I know I went to a place in Stafford, Virginia called My Sister's Closet. And I became on a first name basis with her. I can't remember her name now. It's been too long ago. We're talking back in 2002 when I had this surgery. So it's been that long since I lost weight, gained some of it back over the years. And then this past year, I went back down to even lower than what I was the first time. I went down to 100 and between 25 and 29 back in 2002 to 2003. However, at this point in time, I weigh about 115 pounds. I was 115.3 at the doctor's office last week. So, yeah, I'm even down to, but I feel like the weight hasn't distributed. I feel like the weight is moving around a little bit as opposed to coming off. And I know that your weight will shift to different directions, especially if you're working out. And I am not working out. However, I am trying to walk more. I'm trying to be more active with the kids so that, I at least have a normal semblance of regular exercise. Not so much, but, uh, I do try a little bit. And I can't help but think that if I hadn't gone on phenobarbital all those years ago and gained all that weight, if I had continued to be small, if this would be the size that I really should have been all these years. I don't know. I don't know if I will gain the weight back. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. It's that waiting game thing. Hoping, I mean, if I do gain some back, I'm hoping it's not too awful much. Um, but I don't want to lose any more than what I have already lost. So, uh, yeah, I don't want to drop any lower than 115. I think that for me is too low. I feel now like my face is all sunken in. I need to find a picture that my sister will throw up on Facebook on Throwback Thursdays, a picture that she and I and my daughter all took together, and I'm talking 80s haired, big curly. I mean, her hair, she would literally blow dry it and spray Vavoom hairspray on there. And let me tell you something, Vavoom was some good stuff. It would hold your hair where you wanted it. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Raven, but I don't know if I'm going to gain it back or not. I'm hoping that if I do gain back, I don't gain back more than maybe 10 or 15 pounds. I felt like the size I was at the last time was still a little bit small for me, but we get what God gives us. No matter what he gives me, I will, I'll be content with because let's face it, I could be 6 foot under instead of 6 foot above. And I think of that every day, and I thank God that I am here to uh, spend time with my daughter and my grandbabies, and getting ready to travel back to the East Coast for the holidays to spend time with my mom and dad. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to start showing some of these ponchos. Going to mess my hair up because most of them are over the head. Okay. This one is, I've got this in white and I've got this in this black with a gray trim kind of thing. These are kind of cool. I did not keep this color. I kept one of the white ones because I've got 3 extra ones. But they literally, they've got a little sleeve hole here, just like these other, they're like a cocoon. Those cocoons that you wrap yourself in, there's enough there for you to put your arms in, and then just sort of, where'd it go? So it's like around your neck and then over your arms, and then the rest is just like a little fringy cape almost hanging at the front. But there is a little spot here for you to put your arm in through. I have this in this black and gray, and I also have it in white with gray. I adore this white one. I kept one of these for myself. I like the white one better. I will put all these back in their wrappers whenever I'm done. Is the white Tupac still here? When I got pregnant and had my daughter, I actually was sick my whole entire pregnancy. Plus, I was 3 weeks late. I thought I was never going to have that child. So while I was pregnant, I was sick the whole time. So I lost 20 pounds instead of gaining weight. And I barely gained that 20 pounds back in the last 2 months of my pregnancy. It just, I guess it all just went right back into the baby, because when I left the hospital, I weighed 20 pounds less than what I did before I got pregnant. That was different. All of my friends were like, "Oh, Vicky, you lost some weight. You went on a diet. You know, what's your secret?" And I said, "Get pregnant." And they just looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" For some reason, like I said, I don't know why, but I really like this white and gray. But it's the same thing. It's, you've got a little place to put your arms through, and it's just like for a little lightweight. That's all it is, just to, you know, over your arms and around your neck. And my neck is very, I don't want to use the word fragile, but fragile. If I get a chill to my neck, I'm miserable for weeks, if not months. So I normally, starting probably in another couple weeks, you will see me wearing turtlenecks and sweaters. I do have a couple of sweaters that I will just put on and wear throughout the day, or even one of these ponchos. Okay, I really like these. This is poncho sweater. I'm going to put it on. This is probably the only one of these I'm going to try on. I got this in camel. I got it in sage green, a light sage green. I have it in peach, and I have it in white. So this is something you can either wear over a turtleneck. You might want one of these, Miss Raven, because this is something you could actually wear over top, and you know, they look kind of stylish. Not good when you hit your most recent surgery hand on the cast iron chair. Not good at all. These are these are all acrylic. I just looked at the tag. This is a V in the front. Or am I doing it backwards? I'm not sure. Well, I think it goes this way. I think the longer part goes in the back. And the beauty of them, you can wear them however you want to, with the point in the front and the back, or with like the point at the sides, so you've got length to cover your arms. You've got this nice turtleneck. I have a white one like this. I've got one of the fluffy white ones, and I wore this over a lightweight turtleneck, so that I actually had long sleeves. And then I wore this down to the BX when I was helping one of the vendors down there, because it's either hot or cold anywhere I go. So I go prepared with some kind of jacket or sweater. So we've got this one in camel. We've got it in white. We've got it in a light sage green. And once again, Raven, you were the first viewer. So if you're interested in anything, the first one to you is a gift. Just saying. Here's a sort of like a peachy, almost like a light terracotta color. But as you can see, I got them in a couple different colors. Camel green, white. I got like every color that they had it in. And you know what? I don't know. I mean, I had plenty of clothes when I was growing up, so I don't know why I do this. I guess I thought that I would sell them easily on the YouTube channel, but there's a tad bit of interest, but not a whole awful lot. So it is what it is, you know. So now I'm just on here trying to get out of it what I got, not really trying to make any money. So Raven, you let me know which one of these you want. Well, that's the thing, Raven. It's still so hard. I mean, I know that there are people who, you know, have willpower, they diet and they exercise. And you know what? Good for them. I'm glad that they can do it. But I'm not in a position where, you know, I was able to exercise from the time I was 23 years old. And the doctors actually feel that I had juvenile arthritis. It just wasn't diagnosed. I used to go into my mom and dad's room in the middle of the night and be crying and say, oh, my knees hurt. Mommy, can you rub my knees? So they think I actually had arthritis from a young child. It went dormant, I guess, while I was in high school because I marched in the marching band, and band was my first love in school. If there was a parade, I was there. I was in the pep rally band. I was in, you know, the basketball, the couple of little pieces of instruments who would go in and play at the basketball games. And of course, the whole band was there for the football games, but that was me. I was very musically inclined, and I loved to play my trumpet. So, of course, now I can't play my trumpet, but, you know, it's still the good memories in my mind that I have. Now, these are very similar to those jackets that I showed. They call these Ruanas, R-U-A-N-A. And essentially what it is almost looks like a blanket, only you put this over your back, and this is how you wear these jackets I'm sending out. And this is actually, if you can't tell, a soft metallic pink. I don't know if you can see the little gold metallics in the soft pink here, but I do have one more pink neck roll. I have two coffee colored neck rolls, and so far, after I've sent all the ones out that have been purchased, that's what I have left so far. But these, I would wear these at church, and I would actually leave one draped over the pew where I sat, so that if anybody else needed it while they were there at church, they were more than welcome to do so. But this is a soft pink one. Like I said, everything here is $15. Oh, you know what? Those ones that I said are very lightweight, the one black one and the couple of white ones I have, I'll let those go for 10. I got those, I think, at a pretty good deal. So I can let those go at 10. So this might be your day to stock up, Miss Raven. Okay. Then there is, that one was a soft pink. This one I'm going to call Champagne, and I don't know if you can see the metallic in there, but it's just like that when you just drape it over your back, right there at the split. I don't know how I discovered these online, but once I found one, I was like all over everything I could find. So here's like I'm going to call this a champagne metallic. I don't think you can see the little sparkly, the gold thread in there, but it's in the pink and the champagne colored both. Last year for Christmas, everyone in my family got one, sometimes even two of these. My mom, I think, got one of everything. And it was funny. I had purchased a cream colored, like a winter white colored wool cape coat and a hat and gloves to go with it to wear to my company Christmas party. And by the time my company Christmas party rolled around, I was no longer working, my health was in a terrible position. I mean, when I lost my job, my health took a downward spiral. So I was actually living with my sister at the time. So my mom found this coat and she's like, I don't remember if you gave it to me or if you left it here to wear when you come back during the winter time. I'm not sure. I said, go ahead and keep it, Mom. And now this one, I love these like this. I've got a couple of these. This is like, you know, the blankets they put over the backs of ponies to buffer them from the saddle. This kind of reminds me of those kind of blankets. And oh, I thought I saw a pocket there. I was going to say yay. I would actually consider this one. It's the same on both sides, so it's like reversible. But this is in burgundies and golds and like a green color, an olive green color. But yeah, this one's just like a blanket. I've got so many of these, I just wash them and grab another one. So these are good to have around, in my opinion. We use them a lot here in the house. This one is navy and tan. Ooh, and this one is reversible. You can see this side is like the tan color with the blue on the edges. And then here's the way I would wear it, the navy with the tan on the edges. Once again, just like a blanket, but fits like a jacket. And like I said, it's nothing for any one of us to just, you know, be sitting around watching TV and have one of these on just because you need another layer. Which one is it that you like, Raven? The burgundy one or this navy one? The navy one. It's yours, love. It's yours. Let me put it over here to the side so I don't try to resell it. Here's two more of these little, just like cocoon wraps with the scarf to go around your neck. The lightweight ones that I said I would sell for $10. I've got 3 of these white ones and then 1 black one. Okay. Now this one is a dark forest green. And I like this color. This one is definitely, okay, hold on. Let me put it on right so I don't look like a dork. Because this one, you can wear it 2 different ways, but I like for the point to be down the front in this particular instance. And then this is just like straight up cow neck. You can see it goes down almost to my wrists. Of course, I got short arms. Keep that in mind. But yeah, then you've got the V in the front with fringes. And you also have the V in the back with fringes on the one side as well. So front or back, this is a dark, I don't know if you can see that it's a dark forest green. Oh, okay, now we got static. And similar to this one with the cow neck and the poncho going down into a V. I have 2, not 1. Ooh, that's cold inside there. Oh, okay, I didn't see that before. This was not on the green one. The collar on these 2 pink ones have a little split here and buttons on the collar. So let me put this on this way. This way. You think I don't know how to speak. Okay, so I actually kind of like this style. I'm not a bright pink person. I know there are people out there who are. But here's, I don't know, does this one have the thing up at the top? This one's a little bit different. Yeah, no, there's no split with the buttons on here. This is just a total cow neck. The green one was. But yeah, I have 2 of these. So if you want to do a mother-daughter duo, I got you. And if you buy more than 1, I'll work in a discount there. I don't know how much. I'll to think about it, but I just thought if, you know, someone gets more than 1, you can also do it like this. So the long part is on the side. Let me put that back on and show you, because I kind of like it that way too. Instead of the V being in the front and the back, you can put the V parts, the longer parts, on the side. And so you've got this length here in front. Oh, look, and that kind of opens up right there. So you've got the length covering your arms like this. And I've actually worn them like this. And sit there like this so it looks like my hands are rolled up in a muff. So yeah, I've got 2 of these pink ones. Oh, my hair's getting crazy now. Here's the second pink one. They're all one size. Now, this jacket right here, I've got this cream colored one, and then I've got 2 navy blue ones down in there. These are the ones, I showed one of these last week, the exact same color. Poncho here has a hoodie to go over your head, and it's got some little sequins in there that, yeah, you can see them sparkle every now and again. So I've got one of these in this color. I'm not going to open it up. Oh, here's a fourth one of these little, oh no, this is a different one. My bad. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this is sort of like the pink ones. Let me put it on. They go into a V. I've got another box over here. Good morning, Michelle and Lori's Crochet Corner. So this one has a V in the front and this big old cow neck that is split on the side, and you've got some buttons. There's buttons going down the side of the sleeve here, and also a button on the split collar, the split turtleneck or cow neck, whatever you want to call that. So these are very bulky sweater material. Lori's Corner and Michelle, if there's anything that you see that you like, I am selling all of these pieces. At this point, I'm just trying to recap or recoup what I sold them for. And these ponchos are $15 each. And there's a couple more lighter weight ones that are $10 each. Here's one. I remember. Okay. That's how that goes. This one has a big old cow neck. I thought this was like those other white ones, but it is not. This is like a vest for like when you wear, oh, hold on. I got a belt tied on there. I'm definitely not a model. There. So this is something that you would wear with long sleeves, but you know, something that you didn't need to have a full coat on for. A lot of people like to wear vests. I'm not sure if they don't like the restriction on their arms or what. I'm not sure. I know I like my arms covered up, so I would have something else on underneath this. Oh, here are some things. When I purchased them, I thought they were a collar to put over top of a turtleneck, if you want it to appear that you're matching. And this, a little fur purse to match it. I thought that this was a hand muff. And so I got these in every color that they had. So these, the collar and the little purse thing, they would actually be cute for like a Christmas party, Thanksgiving party, that kind of thing. You could just, you know, get your wallet, keys, you know, money for a cab, you know, whatever. I guess girls don't need money for cab anymore, huh? They just call Lyft. I don't know. Anyhow, I've got this in this dove gray color. I have it in winter white. And I have it in burgundy. You can see the purse chain in there. Yeah, I thought these were a hand muff to warm your hands. I had one as a little girl and I loved it, and I thought that's what these were. My bad. Judy. Oh, Judy's Handmade Creations. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming into my video this morning. I'm showing items that I'm trying to get rid of. Stuff that just needs to get out of the house. Okay, this blue and white one is like this cream colored one, I think. This one's more like a blanket. This one is really cute. I have always liked the colors red and black together. First of all, they were my school colors. So besides the fact that red and black look sharp together, they were my school colors. And so, you know, to this day, I will still pick up red and black items just because. School colors. Let's see, this one is a little bit of a turtleneck as well. So you've got the little cow neck here, and then this goes into a point. And they've got this trim along the edge, and they call this Native American look. I don't know why, but they have it on some of these ponchos. I actually also have that I kept a black with dove gray one of these, and the black and gray is really sharp too. Keep checking to see if somebody new. I need to say hello to. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This appears to be okay. This is a poncho with one of these split collars and the buttons going down. So it's like, it's actually not like this one. It's more like that the green poncho and the pink ponchos that have the split neckline. And this one also has buttons going down the side of the left arm as well too. Where's that one? Okay. This one is navy blue, gray, and peach. Okay. Let me put this on. This one does not have a cow neck or a turtleneck, either one. Just straight up looks like a, maybe it's a little off the sleeve, but you can see the pink, the gray, and the navy. Maybe you cannot, I don't know. The navy is in the top, down to here, And then right here is the gray that goes up, and then all around the bottom is peach. And you could wear it like this with the V in front, or you could wear it off to the side so that the V part is at the longest part of your arms. So you could just wear this then like a cape, is how I've done it. Raven, you want the red and black one? Okay. You're like me, you're a red and black girl. I love those colors. They go so well together and they look so sharp, I think, anyhow. Okay. Now, here's one just like the other blue one that had buttons on the neck and down the sleeve. This one is more like a blanket. And you know what? I think I'm going to send this one to Sandy. Oh, and you know what? This one has a pocket on the outside of it. Let me see. These were the ones that I lived in last year because they had pockets. This one has a big old pocket here. It looks like it has a little bit of an animal print. And then it's got a pocket on this side. Wow, this one's nice and big. This goes down almost to my ankles. Just saying. Of course, I'm a little shorty. But, yeah, you could almost cover up with this on the bed. As a matter of fact, I would fall asleep in mine frequently, and I would just draw my legs up underneath and pull the blanket down across them. I think I have a couple more of these kind back in my closet. Love these. I guess because I was raised in Pennsylvania where, you know, you're in snow up to your behind, that you want to stay warm. And no matter what, I'm living in Arizona right now, I still have that desire to stay warm. And you know it's really hot out here, but I have rheumatoid arthritis. I've got fibromyalgia. And either one of those can kick my butt at any time. You know, there's just no rhyme or reason, especially the fibromyalgia. That's not just the joints, that's the muscles and your skin. I know them babies will sit on my lap and it just feels like they got the boniest butt in the world. Oh, that's so cool, Raven. Both of our school colors. Okay. So you'd rather have this blanket one than the red and black? Did you still want this navy one, hun, that had the tan around the bottom? The first one's free, but this one I can give you like 50% off or something like that. So it would be like $7.50. Yes, yes, okay. And technically, since I'm giving you 50% off, if you wanted this one too, you would get 3 for the price of 2. Just saying. Let me know. Okay. So I brought in from the garage what I could find. I still, shocker, have not found the box that has all of those brand new in the packages Ruanas. And as soon as I find them, I will, there you go. So you get 3, 1 free, and then the other 2, 50% off. So for $15, you get 3. That's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Lots of nice, warm, cozy sweaters and ponchos. Okay. So that's pretty much it for today. I guess I didn't mess my hair up too bad. That static was going everywhere. But I want to thank everybody for coming in. And Raven, thank you for the conversation back and forth. I've enjoyed this immensely. You're going to be warm at work. Yeah, I can imagine Minnesota winters are brutal. I watch another channel, a family who lives in Minnesota, and yeah, they get big, massive amounts of snow, just like New York and, Pennsylvania. And while I love, the change of the seasons, the change of the seasons don't love me. Hey, Liven. Aw, thank you. I just tried on about 10 ponchos and my hair was like staticky everywhere. So it was a little bit crazy here a minute ago. But okay, thank you for coming in and talking to me. Yeah, the cold winds. I know even here in Tucson, where my room is, base housing, the area that we live in, they have duplexes, 2 houses put together. So ours is the exact mirror image of the one beside us. And then our driveways and our garages are on the outside, whereas some of them, everything, their garages is in the middle and then theirs lays out this way. But we have the one where the garages are on the outside. So at any rate, I'm not even sure why I was telling you that. Must have been a lie. Thank you, Lavin. I am actually liking I was starting to say about the wind. I looked up at Ravens and said about the Arctic winds. It must blow right like in through there, because I can lay in my bed and I've got howling wind outside and it literally sounds like a blizzard, but it's not. It's just the wind blowing. But when it rains and the wind blows, it really does sound like a blizzard out there. And while I can lay there and enjoy the sound of the blizzard, I don't have to deal with the snow afterwards. So but anyhow, I am going to go ahead and end this. Thank you, ladies, for coming out. I love the conversation. I love the fact that I was able to converse back and forth. And thank you for coming out. I know that everybody's busy. I know Raven works every day, so she tries to listen in while she's working. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody from Tucson, Arizona, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you just have a wonderful rest of your week regardless. My arm is actually doing good now. The surgery part is healed up. I still have a little bit of healing to go inside, but for the most part, it's healed up. Thank you, Sandra. You too. You too. I've actually got a little package coming your way, girl. So don't be surprised if you see a little purple bag, okay? All right, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.